What's going on, Toy Fam? Project Piper Customs here, and we're back in the custom cave again. And yeah, just wanted to flick the camera on and show you through this latest little project I just did over the last couple of days, and that is my Marvel Legends Avengers Endgame Captain America. And basically, yeah, what I've done is I've given this guy a complete repaint, and obviously I've done the shield, but I'll get into the shield a bit later. But yeah, just wanted to show you what I did to the Marvel Legends worthy cap figure that came out not too long ago. That's as rare as rocking horse shit in the UK right now, and yeah, going for ridiculous money on eBay. So if you're lucky to get one, good for you, because I've wanted to try and get another one for ages. But yeah, so I just wanted to run by the things that I did with this figure. Let me just pop Mjolnir out of his hand for a start. And start with him. So basically I'll just give him Mjolnir a complete once over with some titanium silver, and then went in with a black wash. So the titanium silver is the Tamiya titanium silver, which I showed you in my Thor video. Little bottle. I don't have it at hand at the moment because I've only just flicked the camera on. But yeah, so I went in with that, just a complete dry brush all over, and then I went in with a black wash all over. And then I went in with another very, very light dry brush with the Tamiya silver again, and that just sort of pretty much eliminated most of the shading, but left some of it there. You know, just looks like it's been a bit battered. And of course all the black wash, you can see it better under here actually. You know, just some of the dirt and just wear and tear. Okay, and then of course all the black wash got into all this awesome sculpted detail, and then just slightly dry brushed over it. And yeah, it really popped. And then of course I went in, and this just came as one brown piece, and I just, with whatever was left on my brush, which was pretty much nothing, I then just ran the brush up and down, and it managed to get on all of these whatever these are called, these little ribs. Yeah, and it managed to colour all of those in very nicely, and it doesn't wear off in the grip with the paint, so that's a bonus. And yes, I just wanted to go over that quick. So there's Mjolnir all done and dusted. Let's pop him over there. Okay, let's get into Cap. I'll get into the shield a bit later. So get some better light going. That's better. Okay, so first thing I did, which was the main thing, was I took a can of matte gloss varnish spray, and just gave this whole figure a complete once over with that. So it took away the sheen and plasticky look from the figure, and just made him dull and matte, which is what I wanted, because obviously in the reference pictures towards the end he's completely covered in dust and battle torn, and and ash and all dirtied up, and he's not glistening at all. So that's the kind of what I wanted to go for, that sort of dusty dry look. And yeah, so I hit it with the matte, and it also provided that on the figure, then gave it pretty much a primer. It acted like a primer, so then I could paint over it without having to worry about the paint adhering to the the factory chemicals that were still on the thing. I still gave it the figure a once over with some spraying rubbing alcohol, just so it evaporated those factory chemicals, and then gave the matte varnish at least half a chance of adhering to the figure. So those two things I did. And yeah, so after that, first thing was I went over the entire figure with a complete black wash. Okay, all over the boots. It's not that noticeable, but I gave it about 2 or 3 goes on the black wash. Okay, just to really dull down that blue all over, and especially here with the white stripes on his uniform. I wanted those to be just dirty and gritty, which is was what they were in the movie pretty much. Just all dirty and tatted up, like he's been through the wars, and all on his belt. And then yeah, all over the upper torso, and especially obviously the head. Gave everything a black wash, 100%. Okay, I gave this area about 3 or 4 black washes before it got to the dullness that I wanted. Okay, so yeah, as you can see there's some more. All right. Okay, so once I was happy with how it came out, I then went in. Oh, man, I really didn't prepare for this one. Okay, let me show you the paints that I used for the rest of the thing. Okay, right. So with the upper torso, as you notice, the scale area is a lighter blue than the rest of the figure, and that's how pretty much it was in the film. So I wanted to try and capture that, not too bright and not too dark. I wanted something in the middle, so I went for this, which is an Eater's acrylic craft. What's that called? There you go. There you go at the bottom. Medium blue. Okay, with its other fancy names. So I went in with this. It's you know, it's not light, it's not dark, it's sort of kind of in the middle, and I just went over that very, very lightly with a dry brush in all of the scaled areas. So just across the top here, and of course on the pads. All right, just very, very, very lightly. And then of course I went over again with it with a black wash, so it all sunk in. And then again on top of that, just once more with the blue, but just on the raised area, sort of his muscular chest, and of course just the center of the pads. That way it had some more sort of a shady, you know, it provided some shade around the outside edge. So the middle was highlighted. And then of course what I did after that is I took some more black wash and I just went in all the areas surrounding and in the middle of the scales. Okay, so this line here, in the middle of the star, and across the top here. So it really made that, it darkened down those areas enough so that this really popped in the light. It's hard to tell now, but as you can see, it's there. And also around the edges of the scale, of the pads on the shoulders, just so it, yeah, that lighter blue really did pop. All right, so that's the blue that I used on his scales. And what else did I do? Okay, let's go on to his head. Now, with his head, as you can see, I have given him some abrasions. Alright. So yeah, in the movie, he has a cut on his cheek, a cut on his lip, and then a scuff mark here. So I just took some Moorcraft paint. You've seen this one before, which is the dark scarlet. Okay, and that's kind of like a really crimsony blood colour. And I've got some on a very small brush, and just got a little bit on the end of the brush, and I just went in ever so lightly in those areas there. Little line across the lips, but if you can see, I actually included it onto the chin strap, as if it's just bled over into the chin strap there, and of course just underneath his mask, a little bit on the mask too for this cheek here, along with his dirtied up face. Okay, so that just gives him his battle damage and beaten up look. I also used some titanium silver to fill in the paint on the buckles, just here, and then I went in with this burnt umber. Okay, and I just went in and went to town really on just the outer layer of the straps. Okay, just some added detail there, which obviously the toy original figure didn't include. Yeah, so just went in on those outside edges so that the center portion stood out, and also highlighted the outer. Didn't really do too much on the back as it's not really visible from the back. I did obviously include it in the black wash, but apart from the silver buckle and the rest of the straps, there's not really much detail going on there. And yeah, so that was pretty much all I did with the body. Really happy with how it came out. Alright, so it really does look like he's had the shit kicked out of him. And now with the shield, alright, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but not too long ago, me and the Plastic Action UK boys, Carl and Tom, we did a Broken Shield challenge. And the idea behind that challenge was to each of us take a 1/12 scale Captain America shield, whether it be Marvel Legends, SHF, whatever, and obviously to make the Broken Shield custom from an Avengers Endgame. And we had 3 separate methods of doing it. Each one took a different method, and it was also a kind of a tutorial video to give you an idea. If you wanted to give it a go yourself, these are, you know, there are other options to do it if you didn't have the Dremel. I was the one that demonstrated it with the Dremel on how to achieve it. And you had another one of the methods was cutters, and the other one was a junior hacksaw. And all 3 of us took turns in basically making this. So we took the shield, did the cut, and we showed you all the ways we do, you know, the different ways we used for, you know, achieving the scratchiness and the paint job. And I put a trailer for that video, a few videos below. If you go into my my playlist, okay, on my main feed, you'll see it down there, Plastic Action UK Broken Shield Challenge trailer. That should give you a taste of what, you know, the video is all about. But yeah, I'll put a link in the description for the main full video. It's definitely worth a watch, and it's a lot of fun. And yeah, you get to see how I made the shield itself. And yeah, I'll put a link for that in the pinned comment, and it'll be in the description. And if you could give the Plastic Action UK channel a follow, because I maintain that one as well. And so if I'm lacking on video content here for any short period of time, it's normally because I'm working on videos for that channel. And there's a lot of fun, a lot of great content on there from both Carl and Tom. And yeah, it's all good. And the shield turned out excellent along with the cap. It complements each other brilliantly. Not much going on with this setup. I'm just in the middle of shooting a quick shot of this guy. But yeah, just wanted to flick the camera on and show you what I did with this dude. And yeah, it's pretty simple if you wanted to give it a go yourself. If you've got this cap, all it really is just a black wash all over a few times to get it down as dull as you want. You know, if you wanted to go for a lighter colour on the scales, that's up to you. I did, and I went with this blue, and just added in the details that the Hasbro missed, and obviously the beaten up scars on his face and the details on the buckle. And of course, if you want to give the shield a go, you know where to go. Haha, bars. Anyway, that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed this one from the custom corner. Until next time, guys, have a good one. All the best.